Okay, so this is the first scenic overlook at the canyon rim drive, Tomichi Point. This is called. It gives you an idea of what is in store. This is just the very beginning of the rim drive. Okay, this is Gunnison Overlook, just at the visitor center area. I'm going to walk down there in just a minute. Down there. Okay, so I just went to the visitor center and kind of got oriented with everything, and I talked with a ranger for a while about hikes, and they have a ranger-led hike at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 2 hour, 2 mile down into the canyon, not all the way to the bottom, but I don't want to do that anyway. It seemed crazy steep and deep. But that's one of the things I do or try whenever I can to make myself safer when I'm hiking alone, is I go on these ranger-led programs, and I've done several of those, even going all the way back to the Shenandoah. So yeah, that's how I'll do my hike today with the ranger. Can't be any safer than that. Okay, I'm on to lookouts, more lookout points until my 2 o'clock hike. Okay, so that's where I'm headed now, onto that overlook right there. The overlooks themselves are fantastic. So I'm headed out there, and I sure am glad that I'm here in early June, because it's hot already. I mean, it's only 64 degrees. When I say it's hot, I just mean in the sun it feels warm. But it's 64 degrees right now, so can't complain about that when you want to be here in August. So I'm not on the big outlook yet, but I stopped over this little side one first. Okay, so I'm at Dragon's Point Overlook, and it's definitely amazing. The reason they call it Dragon's Point, you'll see when I get back. I'll take a quick shot of it, but where I am sticks way out on this sharp thing, and it cuts back in there. You can hear the river raging down below. Beautiful. You call that the painted wall, I think. It's amazing. Okay, so it's called Dragon's Point because I'm guessing out there is where I was, and it's all separated out from the rest over here, so I guess maybe looks like a dragon. I don't know. Pretty cool. I'm off to the ranger hike. I also learned so much from them too, like, what are these beautiful flowers? And the ranger can always answer and tell me about the history and the rocks and everything, so it's informative as well as safe.
Yeah, so 80% of those fees go to us, and then 20% of them go elsewhere, to a big pool for all the national parks. And that's only if you have enough. Actually, you know, we might get to keep all of them. I'm not sure. There's like it's like staggered. So like if you get, you know, millions of visitors every year, millions and millions and millions.
Okay, so just finished the ranger walk, and that was a lot of fun. It was was a 2-hour walk. That's really the longest one I've done so far. And it really, like I said, it keeps me safe. It gives me someone to talk with, and they answer my questions, and just the company of being able to have someone to go on a walk with. And there were maybe 6 of us total today. So I love that. I always interact with the people, and that's great for me when I'm traveling by myself like this. And there's always a little bit of a letdown when it's done, because everybody goes off in their pairs and I go off by myself into my silence again. So it's a little bit of a letdown, like a withdrawal. But then I quickly get over it and I make myself laugh, and fortunately I get along with myself really well. But I do miss the company of people when I'm hiking in particular. So it's a lot of fun on those things. I had a great time. Molly did a great job. All right, on to the campgrounds.